Aries! Listen to me right now because what I am about to tell you will change everything about how you see this week. In exactly 72 hours, something you have been waiting for since April is finally going to click into place, and I am not talking about some vague maybe energy here. The very first card that flew out of this deck before I even finished shuffling was the Hermit, and everyone thinks this means isolation. But actually, for Aries this week, it means you are about to become the teacher, the one everyone comes to for answers because you finally figured out the secret formula that has been eluding you for months. But wait, there is something else happening here that is absolutely mind-blowing. I pulled a second card, and oh my stars, it is the Three of Cups, which makes zero sense if you think about traditional meanings, but for Aries right now, this is about celebrating a financial breakthrough that comes through collaboration, not competition. The comments are already going insane, and we are only 30 seconds in. You Aries people know when something big is coming. You can feel it in your bones and that restless energy you have been having for the past 2 weeks. That is not anxiety, that is preparation. Now, I need to tell you about what happened to my client, Sarah, an Aries who came to me 3 weeks ago absolutely convinced her career was over. She had been waiting 8 months for this one opportunity, and everyone told her to give up. But her cards showed the exact same energy I am seeing for all Aries right now, and guess what happened yesterday? She got the call that changed her entire life trajectory. This is not coincidence, Aries. This is destiny finally catching up to your patience. The reason I know this week is different for you is because of the planetary alignments, but more importantly, because of what the cards are revealing about timing. See, most people think timing is about when we want something to happen, but the universe has been preparing you for this exact moment since spring, and now all the pieces are falling into place. Let me pull another card to show you exactly what I mean. And wow, look at this. The King of Swords just appeared. Now, everyone would expect this to be about mental clarity or making tough decisions. But for Aries this week, the King of Swords represents someone in authority position who has been watching your progress and is about to make a move that benefits you directly. This could be a boss, a mentor, a potential business partner, or even someone in your romantic life who has been quietly impressed by how you have handled recent challenges. The King of Swords does not show up unless there is about to be a conversation that changes the game completely. But here is where it gets really interesting, and I am getting chills just talking about this. The energy around this King of Swords card is showing me that this person has actually been trying to approach you for weeks, but the timing was not right. They needed to see one more thing from you. They needed proof that you could handle what they are about to offer, and Aries, you just passed that final test. I am seeing this conversation happening between Wednesday and Friday of this week, and it is going to feel like it comes out of nowhere, but actually it has been building for months. The King of Swords energy is saying you impressed them not with what you said, but with what you did during a challenging situation recently. Think back to about 2 weeks ago when you had to make a decision that felt almost impossible. Most people would have chosen the easy path, but you chose the path that aligned with your integrity, even though it was harder. That is what caught their attention. That is what made them realize you are ready for what is coming. Now let me show you the most incredible part of this reading, because the fourth card I pulled is going to shock you. It is the Ten of Pentacles, but here is the twist. This is not about money coming to you. This is about you becoming the source of prosperity for others. And that is how your own abundance multiplies exponentially. The Ten of Pentacles for Aries right now represents a complete shift in how you think about success. Up until now, you have been focused on achieving your goals, reaching your targets, proving yourself worthy. But this week, the universe is showing you that your true power lies in lifting others up as you climb. And when you embrace this energy, resources flow to you like water finding its level. I had a client last month, another Aries, who was struggling financially and feeling like nothing she tried was working. Then she shifted her focus from what she could get to what she could give, and within 2 weeks, she had 3 new income streams appear seemingly out of nowhere. The Ten of Pentacles does not lie, Aries. It shows the difference between temporary success and lasting legacy. This card is also telling me about a family situation or a close relationship where you have been the one giving support, encouragement, maybe even financial help. You might have wondered if you were being taken advantage of or if your generosity was being appreciated. The Ten of Pentacles says that investment you made in someone else is about to pay dividends in ways you never expected. But we are not done yet because the energy keeps building, and the fifth card is, this is unbelievable. It is justice, and not the kind of justice that means legal problems or fairness in disputes. For Aries this week, justice represents cosmic rebalancing, the universe correcting situations that have been unfair to you for far too long. You know that situation where you felt like you gave more than you received, where you played by the rules but others did not, where you deserved recognition but got overlooked? Justice is here to set the record straight, and it is happening in such a beautiful way that you will actually be grateful it took this long because the outcome is so much better than what you originally wanted. The Justice card is showing me scales, but these scales have been tipped against you for months, and now they are swinging back to your favor with such force that even you will be surprised by how quickly things shift. This is not about revenge or getting back at anyone. This is about the natural law of the universe, restoring balance and putting you in the position you always deserved to be in. I keep getting the message that someone owes you an apology and they are going to offer it this week, but more than that, they are going to back up that apology with action. This could be professional, personal, financial, or creative. But justice demands that wrongs be made right and debts be paid. The timing on this justice energy is very specific. I am seeing it activated by a conversation or an email or some kind of communication that happens on Tuesday or Wednesday. You will know it when you see it because it will feel like a door that was slammed shut is suddenly opening again. And this time you are walking through it with so much more wisdom and strength than you had before. Now, the sixth card is making me emotional because it is so perfect for what you have been going through. It is the Star, and Aries, the Star is your hope card. After months of feeling like maybe you were fooling yourself, maybe your dreams were too big, maybe you should settle for less, the Star is here to tell you that not only were you right to keep believing, but your faith is about to be rewarded in the most beautiful way. The Star represents wishes coming true, but not in the way you expected. It is better. It is bigger. It is more aligned with who you are becoming rather than who you used to be. This card only appears when someone has been through a difficult period and has maintained their integrity, their hope, and their willingness to keep moving forward even when they could not see the path clearly. For Aries specifically, the Star is connected to a creative project, a business idea, or a personal goal that others might have called unrealistic. You know the one I am talking about, the thing that lights you up inside but makes practical people shake their heads. The Star says that unrealistic thing is about to become your greatest success story. But here is what makes this even more powerful. The Star is also your healing card. Whatever has been weighing on your heart, whatever disappointment or frustration or fear you have been carrying, this week is when you finally release it and step into a completely new level of confidence and joy. The healing happens through the manifestation, not before it. I am seeing you having a moment, probably Thursday or Friday, where you suddenly realize that everything you went through was preparing you for this exact opportunity. All the delays, all the challenges, all the times when you wondered if you were on the right path. It all makes perfect sense now, and you feel this incredible sense of gratitude for the journey even though it was difficult. Members of my private community have been messaging me all week about dreams they have been having about stars and light, and feeling like something magical is about to happen. That is the Star energy building in the collective, and for Aries it is especially strong because you are natural pioneers. You are meant to be the first ones to experience the new energy and then help others navigate it. Let me pull one more card to see how this all comes together. And I am getting goosebumps because this final card is the Ace of Wands, but in the position of outcome, which means this is not just about new beginnings. This is about you becoming a catalyst for change in multiple areas of your life simultaneously. The Ace of Wands as your outcome card means that by the end of this week, you will not just have received good news or achieved a goal, you will have discovered a new level of personal power that changes how you approach everything going forward. This is the card of the innovator, the leader, the person who sees possibilities where others see obstacles. What I love about this Ace of Wands energy for you is that it is showing me you are about to have one of those light bulb moments where suddenly you see a completely different way to approach something you have been struggling with. It might be related to work, to relationships, to creative projects, or to personal growth. But whatever area it touches, you are going to wonder why you did not see this solution before. The Ace of Wands also represents passionate new connections, and I am getting the sense that someone is about to enter your life who shares your vision and your enthusiasm. This could be romantic, but it could also be a business partner, a collaborator, a mentor, or even just a friend who really gets you in a way that has been missing from your life. But the most powerful message from this Ace of Wands is about timing. Aries, you have been asking the universe when for so long, and the answer has always been not yet. But this week, the answer changes to now. The Ace represents the spark that ignites everything you have been building, and once this energy is activated, things move fast. I need you to understand something really important about this timing. The reason it took this long is not because you were not ready, it is because the situation was not ready. Other people had to make their moves, circumstances had to align, resources had to become available. You have been ready for months, but now everything else is finally catching up to your energy. This means that when things start moving this week, they are going to move quickly. Do not second-guess yourself. Do not hesitate. Do not wait for more signs or more confirmation. The universe has been preparing you for swift action, and when the moment comes, trust your instincts completely. The Ace of Wands is also telling me about a financial opportunity that has a creative component. This is not about trading time for money or doing something just for the paycheck. This is about monetizing your passion, getting paid for being authentically yourself, creating value from something that brings you joy. The timing on this is immediate, within the next 10 days. Now let me tell you about the overall energy pattern I am seeing for Aries this week, because it is remarkable. Monday and Tuesday, you are going to feel like you are in preparation mode, gathering information, having conversations, making connections. It might feel like nothing concrete is happening, but actually, you are setting the stage for everything that comes after. Wednesday is your pivot day. This is when you get the news, have the conversation, receive the offer, or make the discovery that changes your trajectory. Wednesday is when all the cards I have pulled start to make perfect sense because you can finally see how they fit together. Thursday and Friday are your action days. This is when you take the information from Wednesday and turn it into forward movement. These are the days when you make decisions, sign papers, have important conversations, or launch something new. The energy is electric, and you will feel like you are finally in your element again. The weekend is integration time. This is when you step back and realize how much has shifted in just 1 week. You are going to feel proud of yourself, grateful for the journey, and excited about what comes next. This is also when you start getting confirmation from the universe that you made all the right choices. But I want to talk about something that might be challenging this week, because with all this positive energy, there might be people in your life who are not as excited about your progress as you are. The cards are showing me some jealousy or resistance from someone who has gotten comfortable with you being in a certain role or situation. Do not let other people's discomfort dim your light, Aries. When you level up, it sometimes makes others question their own choices, and their response might be to try to pull you back down to where you used to be. Stay focused on your own path and remember that you do not need anyone's permission to succeed. There is also a message here about not feeling guilty for wanting more than what you have settled for in the past. Your ambition is not selfish. Your dreams are not too big. Your desire for growth and expansion is not unrealistic. You are an Aries. You are meant to be a pioneer, a leader, someone who goes first and shows others what is possible. The energy I am channeling for you right now is so strong that I can feel it through the camera. This is your time, Aries. This is your moment. Everything you have been working toward, everything you have been hoping for, everything you have been building is about to pay off in ways that exceed your expectations. I want you to pay special attention to synchronicities this week. You are going to see repeated numbers, especially ones that relate to new beginnings and manifestation. You are going to have conversations where people say exactly what you need to hear. You are going to be in the right place at the right time more than once. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations that you are in alignment with your highest path. Also, watch for opportunities that come through unexpected channels. The universe is about to surprise you with how your breakthrough arrives. It might not be the door you have been knocking on. It might be a window that opens when you are not even looking. Stay alert and stay open to possibilities that do not fit your original plan. Your intuition is going to be fire this week, Aries. Trust those gut feelings, especially about people and opportunities. You have been developing your inner guidance system through all the challenges you have faced, and now it is finely tuned and ready to guide you toward everything that serves your highest good. If you have been thinking about making a big change, starting something new, or ending something that is no longer working, this is your green light week. The universe is supporting bold moves and brave choices. Whatever has been calling to your heart, whatever vision has been pulling you forward, it is time to take the first concrete steps. I also want to mention that your physical energy is going to be different this week. You might feel more restless than usual, but it is positive restlessness, the kind that comes from knowing you are on the verge of something big. Channel that energy into productive action rather than worry or overthinking. Your dreams are also going to be very active this week. Pay attention to the messages and symbols that come through while you sleep. Your subconscious mind is processing all the new possibilities, and it might show you insights that your conscious mind has not grasped yet. Keep a notebook by your bed if you can. Now, I want to address something specific for Aries who have been dealing with relationship issues. This week brings clarity and resolution, but it might not look the way you expected. If you have been trying to force something to work that clearly is not working, you are going to get the strength to let it go. If you have been undervaluing a connection that actually has great potential, you are going to see it with new eyes. For single Aries, there is someone paying attention to you who you might not have noticed yet. This person appreciates your independence and your fire. They are not intimidated by your strength. The connection might develop slowly, but it has the potential to be exactly what you have been looking for. For Aries in committed relationships, this is a week of deepening and renewed appreciation. You and your partner are going to remember why you chose each other, and you might make plans or decisions that strengthen your foundation for the future. Communication is especially favored between Thursday and Sunday. Career-wise, this is your breakthrough week, Aries. Whatever you have been building, whatever you have been working toward, whatever goal you have been pursuing, you are about to see concrete results. This might come as recognition, promotion, new opportunities, or simply the confirmation that you are on the right track and your efforts are paying off. For Aries entrepreneurs or those thinking about starting their own business, this week brings either the resources, the connections, or the inspiration you need to move forward. Trust your innovative ideas, even if they seem unconventional. Your unique approach is actually your biggest advantage. Health-wise, you are entering a phase of increased vitality and energy. If you have been dealing with fatigue or feeling run down, this week marks the beginning of your recovery. Pay attention to what your body needs and give it the support it requires. Your physical energy is directly connected to your manifesting power right now. Financially, this is a stabilization week. If you have been worried about money or feeling insecure about your resources, you are going to get information or opportunities that ease those concerns. This is also a good week for making investments in yourself, whether that means education, tools, or experiences that support your goals. I keep getting the message that you should document this week somehow, Aries. Take pictures, write in a journal, save important emails or messages. You are going to want to remember this time period because it marks a significant turning point in your life story. Years from now, you will look back on this week as the moment when everything changed. The spiritual message coming through for Aries right now is about trust. Trust your path, trust your timing, trust your abilities, trust the process. You have been tested, and you have proven your resilience, your integrity, and your commitment to growth. Now the universe is ready to match your energy with opportunities and experiences that reflect your new level of consciousness. You are also being asked to step into your role as an inspiration for others. Your journey through challenges to breakthrough is going to motivate and encourage people who are still in the difficult phases of their own paths. Do not underestimate the impact your story can have on others who need hope. There is something beautiful about this timing for Aries because it coincides with the end of summer energy, shifting into autumn preparation. You are harvesting the seeds you planted in spring, and the abundance you are receiving now is the result of work you did months ago, when you could not see the results yet. This is also a time when you are going to feel more grateful than you have in a long time. Gratitude for the journey, gratitude for the lessons, gratitude for the people who supported you, even gratitude for the challenges that made you stronger. This gratitude energy is going to attract even more good things into your life. As we move toward the weekend, you are going to start getting glimpses of what the next chapter looks like, and Aries, it is exciting. The foundation you are building this week is going to support bigger dreams than you have even allowed yourself to imagine yet. Stay open to expansion, stay willing to grow into a larger version of yourself. I also want to mention that your leadership qualities are going to be highlighted this week. People are going to look to you for guidance, inspiration, and direction. This is not a burden. This is recognition of the wisdom and strength you have developed. Embrace your role as someone who can light the way for others. The final message I have for you, Aries, is about celebration. When the good things start happening this week, do not just check them off your list and move on to the next goal. Pause. Acknowledge what you have accomplished. Share your joy with people who love you. Honor the journey that brought you to this point. You deserve everything good that is coming your way. You have earned it through persistence, courage, authenticity, and heart. This is not luck. This is the natural result of aligning your actions with your values and refusing to give up on what matters to you. The energy around you right now is so bright and so magnetic that I can literally feel it affecting everyone who watches this reading. That is the power of Aries energy when it is aligned and activated. You do not just succeed for yourself, you create a ripple effect that lifts up everyone around you. So get ready, Aries, because this week is going to be one for the books. From Monday through Sunday, you are going to see evidence that the universe has been conspiring in your favor all along, and everything you have been hoping for is not only possible, but inevitable. Oh, by the way, my private members saw this exact energy building for Aries 3 weeks ago, and they have been messaging me nonstop asking when I was going to share it publicly, because they could feel it getting stronger every day. That is the power of working with this energy consistently rather than just checking in occasionally. Trust the process, Aries. Trust your instincts. Trust your worth. Trust your timing. Everything you need is already within you, and this week, the external world is finally going to reflect back to you the truth of who you really are and what you are capable of creating. The comments are absolutely exploding right now, with Aries confirming they can feel this energy building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because the energy for next week is already coming through and you are not going to want to miss what September has in store for you. Your future depends on you recognizing this moment for what it is. Your time to shine, your time to rise, your time to step into everything you were born to be. This is just the beginning, Aries, and it is going to be incredible.